You've spent your life trying to hide the marks you carry, wounds of failure, loss, and regret that feel too raw to show. Every time someone asks what happened, you shrink, mumble an apology, and shift the focus away from your pain. But those scars are not stains. They are the ledger of your survival. Tonight, we're going to rewrite your relationship with your scars, so you wear them not as a confession of weakness, but as a badge of unbreakable strength. Imagine a warrior who, after every battle, tries to erase the memory of his wounds. He covers his armor in fresh paint, buries his blades underground, and pretends the conflict never happened. But war's lessons are etched in steel and muscle, and every attempt to hide the damage makes him forget the brutal truths he needs to win the next skirmish. Your scars work the same way. They remind you of the obstacles you've overcome, the moments you refuse to surrender. When you apologize for them, you dishonor those victories. Notice how quick you are to say, "I'm sorry," when you mention your past traumas. You think you're showing empathy or humility, but you're signaling to yourself and to the world that your survival is a shameful accident. You sanitize your story until it's unrecognizable, as if only a flawless life deserves celebration. But perfection is a hollow idol. Real life burns and bleeds, and when you lift your head above the flames, that charred crown is proof you walked through fire and refused to be consumed. Here's how to stop apologizing and start embracing your scars. First, claim your narrative. Sit in front of a mirror or open a camera app. Speak out loud the raw truth of your deepest scar. I was abandoned. I failed. I was betrayed. Don't soften the words. Don't explain or excuse. Let the full weight of your experience land on your tongue. When the words tremble, or you choke on them, that trembling is your own courage shaking off its cage. This moment of unfiltered truth-telling is your declaration. You will no longer worship at the altar of apology. Second, reframe your scars as medals. Take a piece of paper and draw a horizontal line down the center. On the left, list the moment of pain exactly as it happened. On the right, list at least 3 strengths or skills that arose because of that pain. Empathy, resourcefulness, grit, creative problem solving. For example, left side, I lost my job and faced eviction. Right side, I learned negotiation. I mastered budgeting. I discovered resilience I never knew I had. This exercise transforms every scar into a medal of honor, a testament to the asset that pain became. Third, forge a ritual of remembrance. Every week, light a candle for 5 minutes and hold one of your scars in your mind. Just one. Close your eyes and feel the physical echo of that wound, the ache in your chest, the tightening in your throat. Then place your hand over your heart and whisper an affirmation that honors your growth. This scar shows I endured. This wound taught me to stand. This mark reminds me of my power. Let the flame flicker as your own light of remembrance. This ritual trains you to meet your scars with respect, not shame. As you practice these steps, you'll notice a shift in how you move through the world. You'll raise your voice when someone asks about your past instead of shrinking. You'll stand taller when you recount your story, because each detail is not a confession of weakness but proof of your survival artistry. That transformation won't happen overnight. It will emerge in small moments of realignment, when you choose truth over embarrassment, honor over apology, authenticity over denial. Over the coming month, track your progress in a journal. Each time you catch yourself apologizing for a scar, stop and write, "Today I chose to honor my wound instead." Note how it feels: pride, relief, a spark of power. Over time, that journal becomes a chronicle of your metamorphosis, from someone who whispers shame to someone who proclaims triumph. When you next encounter your own reflection, whether in a storefront window, in someone's eyes, or in your mind, notice the lines etched across your face and body. Those lines are the autograph of experience, signed in moments of loss and triumph. Read them as poetry, not as prison bars. Let them remind you of every battle you've survived and every lesson you've learned. Your scars are not excuses for sorrow. They are arguments for your greatness. They prove you have faced the abyss and returned with your spirit intact. From now on, carry them openly, speak of them proudly, and refuse to apologize for the story that made you who you are.